What's up, guys? It's Warren here. So in this video, I'm basically going to explain the oscillator moving average. And, so this is a very powerful tool that I use. I know a lot of people don't like indicators, but I use this. Right? It's a very powerful indicator. So I'm explaining why it's powerful. First, if we do want to use the Osma on trading view, so we'll go here. You choose oscillator moving average, right? There's all these funny kind of lines. So I'll go here, I'll put the lines off because we only want the histogram, right? And then for me, I basically color coded, changed the significance from red and black. So then if you look at, let me close this. If you look at this oscillator moving average, okay, so let's start, right? How to use this thing. So if the trend is upwards, if the trend is bullish, right, some of the lowest points can be found using the oscillator moving average. I mean, there is support and resistance and stuff, but just as extra confluence, you can use it, right? So basically the red bars, the deep red bars, bright red, represents bullish trend, right? And then the dark red or maroon bars represent losing bullish trend, right? The gray bars represent increase of bearish strength, and then the black bars represent losing bearish strength, right? So in this example, I'm basically going to show you this is the bullish trend, right? It's moving upwards. Anyone can see that. At the lowest points, when you see a bullish trend, you can use the lowest points as the changing bearish momentum. So the black bars, right? You see that when it turns black, right? Turns black, turns black, turns black. This is like one of the lowest areas, all right? And then it goes all the way to the next black area. So then black, 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 black. So this zone here is like the lowest area. You can see that the last blacks are some of the lowest points. So even if you put your stop loss here, like it never comes back there, right? So it came down here, and then this black bar here is the lowest point. You can put your stop loss below there, and it goes all the way up. This bar here, one of the lowest points, goes up. This bar here, I mean, there's a trend line here, right? So when you see this, you wait for the break of trend line. So you can see that this area here is one of the lowest areas. Of course, sometimes it doesn't work. Nothing is 100% in trading. So this is basically a lot of false moves. But you can see this is one of the lowest areas here. Once it's done with its bearish sequence, right? And this is like one of the lowest points also. One of the lowest points also. It did spike, but still one of the lowest points. Also, yeah. But if it's a bullish trend, then the maroon bars, you shouldn't really trust them, right? Like this one, you'll get stopped out. This one, you'll get stopped out. So it has to be a bullish trend, and then you look for a change of bearish momentum, right? But then if you look at the bearish trend, then it'll be the opposite, right? The red bars, I mean, the maroon bars are actually the most important ones, right? As it came down here, then this here, the maroon bars, it did all this false moves. Of course, you have to align it with confluence, trendline breaks, structure, stuff like that. But if you look at this, see the first red bar, boom, it drops, right? Maybe not exactly this bar here, but you put your stop loss about there. This one here, see price came up. It's like one of the highest areas. This comes up here. One of the highest areas and drops. This comes up here. Highest area, boom, drops, comes up here. Drops, comes up here, drops, right? and drops all the way. Of course, you have to line it with confluence. What I mean by that is like, you'll see something like this. You broke the trend line. And then there's another trend line here. And then when you broke here, you could have used this bar here, put your stop loss above there, and then sold it all the way. Right? But obviously, this is just an indicator, right? You need multiple confluence to take a trade. Like maybe you even had the zone, which you would have seen it comes up in this red area. We just stop loss something up here, above like the moving averages, and then boom, falls all the way. All right. But this is basically how I use the oscillator moving average. It's just an indication of when it's losing. If I know the trend, like here, and I can see that it changes, I know that these are like the lowest points. And because then it needs to go all the way back up and come down, all the way back up, come down, right? But yeah, that's it for this video. I just wanted to show you one important indicator that I use, the oscillator moving average. If you like and subscribe this video, like and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, I'm going to continue making more educational videos.